Well, hello there, and we're back with another stream. This time we're doing some questing, not questing, sorry, quest creation in Redridge. So I've actually got a lot of the foundation done already for the Scourge event out here. Now it's just really time to add some quests, add a couple NPCs, and see how it all fits together. So let me show you kind of what I've done so far. So the event starts, this guy walks out.
Attention citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
Which is great, because then you go get your quest from the town mayor, and you basically talk to these guys, send them to the inn.
See you around.
And that's one quest. The other quest,
Need help?
and they basically all have different dialogue. I'm working on creating more variations of appearances for them, but yeah, I mean that's quest number one basically, is get everyone to the inn. And basically they just run here. They disappear right there, but technically everyone's just hanging out in the basement, right?
I buy and trade.
These ones you can't interact with because they're down here already.
Open for business.
Got little Timmy here and Ellie, and their dad, I guess.
Farewell.
Dad this time, but sometimes it's mom. I'm probably gonna add some of these guys to be sitting, some of them cowering, and some of them just standing. So let me show you how to do that real quick, actually, because that's pretty straightforward. So let's see. If we go to Creature add-on in your database, and I'll pull this up over on my main screen. First, we want to know what their GUIDs are, but I can look that up just in game. And let's make sure that we have creature add-on. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and duplicate this row of keys. And we're gonna go ahead and see which NPC we want to be sitting or whatever. That guy in the back's a good option. So NPC info, find his GUID, which is 3120199. Sorry, what did I say? 2199, I think. 3120199. No. I just need to write this down. 3120. That's his GUID. And then this is really what controls whether or not he sits. So number 1 is sitting. 2 is sitting in a chair. 3 is sleeping. 4 is sitting low in a chair. So on and so forth. There's actually a whole list of different emotes that you can have them do. So yeah, and then there's actual, so this is the standing state, but these are the actual emotes, right? And if you click here in the database, this will give you a list of the other types of emotes. So if I want, I can have one of them in a state of cowering, right? I'll probably do that for one of them. In fact, let's do a new one. Yeah, just go ahead and do, I think it's 40090. There we go. All right.
King's Honor.
And we're just gonna go ahead and NPC info that one as well. Look up the GUID, so 3120217. 0217. And yeah, what did I say cowering was? So emote state is cowering, so 40, 431, and this is basically the emote column. And I'm just gonna have her stand. And you want to be careful about what emotes you use. If you want them to continually perform an emote, just make sure you choose states rather than one-shots, because these are just them doing something one time and then returning back to normal. So yeah. And then if we restart our server, we can go ahead and see those changes. Alright, so yep, so this person is now sitting. Except actually they're supposed to be cowering. So hold on, let me double check to make sure. Two and 7, right? I accidentally did the wrong one. So that one sits. That one is 413. That one's 0. It's good to make sure that you're paying attention. And then he's not part of the event anymore, so I just use my query to add him to said event, and then he should be part of the event on the next login. I have the queries that I'm using in the description below, so if anyone's curious about different things you can do with SQL in terms of queries, it's a good place to start. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my scripts as well. And that way it gives you a pretty good idea of some things that you can do. So, event start 17.
You need something?
He's still not doing it. All right. Let me make sure.
Attention citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
020217. Yeah, that's because again, man, it's so easy to screw up. Let's see, especially when you're tired. And that person is sitting like we wanted them to. So now we have a little bit of variation with the types of creatures. So I just want to make sure. There's actually a different way that you can also make them cower. There is a cower aura, where basically NPCs just stand still in fear. That is what I used for my Stormwind villagers for the quest to save them, and for some of the Orgrimmar villagers as well. Alright. Why are you not cooperating, man? Alright, whatever. I'll figure that one out later. It could be that we're given the wrong emotes from here, but...
Attention citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
It's weird. That's okay. I can cheat by adding an aura, but we'll do that later. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the rest of what I've basically worked on. So obviously I got the guards hanging out in the inn. I'm trying to figure out ways to move these guys down in the basement or away, or just maybe despawning them entirely. They're probably just going to remain where they are. That's fine. I don't really care too much. As long as I have some NPCs to interact with,
Hey there.
that makes it seem like, you know, we're currently under attack. That's good. And of course, got some more guards here. Got another villager right there that you can talk to. And like I said, I'm probably going to add the quests to the magistrate. We have also, I'll be doing a woodcutting tree, or woodcutting quest rather. So you can cut down trees, you get some logs, and basically what you do with those logs, let's see if I have enough, hold on. I'm going to add quest checks to some of this stuff because, so this I'm actually going to make a requirement to have in your inventory.
Have a good one. You need something?
In order to do that quest, I'm just making sure that stuff works first.
Safe travel.
Basically, I'm going to have the quest giver send them to these various vendors.
See you around.
Anyway, that one is giving me some pain, basically. So, let's say I cut down some trees and I get some wood. One of the quests is going to be to set up barriers around the city in strategic positions. So you use 4 logs to create a barrier, and basically they're going to send you, you know, go ahead and put it at choke points in the city, go ahead and put it at the ends of bridges. And there's supposed to be an animation, but I'll fix that. Just like that. Maybe I'll shorten the cast time on that. That'll probably be fine. So, I'm out of reagents, so I gotta go get some more. I only have 20 at a time, but there you go. You add logs, and I put restrictions so that you actually can't do them in other areas, and I'll show you how I did that. You have to dismount in order to cut these down. So again, got 3 logs, and you get a variable rate of 1 to 3 logs whenever you cut down a tree. They have pretty quick respawn timers, so if you're playing with friends or a lot of people on the server, then, you know, you can do that. You can always add more NPCs if you wanted to, because they're just NPCs. And so, if I try to put the barrier over here, for example, it'll interrupt my spellcast. And it'll tell me that, well, I need to fix that NPC ID to cast this. So basically I'm going to have a comment saying, you can't use that here. Go use it at a more strategic position. And basically what determines whether or not something is strategic or not are these invisible barrier bunnies. So you have to be within 5, maybe I set it to 8, I think I set it to 8 yards. 8 yards within their radius in order to actually use said item. So if you try it without and outside of the radius, then you're going to fail. Yeah, so make sure you get into the radius. So I have them set up at the entrance of the town. All along the bridge is fine. I thought about doing some outside the inn, but I figured that would just be a way for players to troll each other and block certain things off. I mean, I guess if you had a ton of players doing this quest all at once, then it could be problematic, but yeah, I mean, it's fine right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more logs. Actually, let me just go chop some more down. I always liked the wood cutting aspect of Warlords of Draenor. That's like the only thing I liked about that game, or that expansion. So GM off. Gotta dismount. Get some logs. And they actually do fall over. I'm actually thinking about implementing another profession where you cut down trees, and the different wood you use can be used for different types of fires that give you different buffs, because I feel like fireplaces were heavily underutilized after Classic. But that's kind of a boring profession, so I gotta think about ways to flesh that out a bit more. So, and I don't think it would be really like a valid profession. It would just be something that, I don't know, everyone can pick up, I guess. Gathering, gathering, gathering. And then I have them set to despawn after 14 seconds, just because I want them to respawn quicker. If they sit there and don't despawn quicker, then they're just gonna take forever to respawn. So, like I said, Azeroth Core doesn't start the respawn timer until the corpse is gone. So, one thing to note. So we've gone ahead and added flame turrets here. I'm gonna be adding some more Scourge all over the place, but oops, I missed. And then, yeah, let me see if I can go ahead. Yeah, and you can put barriers here. They really don't do anything. They're mostly for show. But I think it's kind of a fun little quest because you don't really get much like that in the actual game. So I'm going to go ahead and change the cast time of this probably to be, I don't know, 1 second's about right. Then it has a cooldown, so I'm not really concerned about people spamming it in one location. So there's that. And again, just set up the barrier, and I've made it so that anyone can equip this. The only issue is that you have to drag it onto your paper doll, so that's just something that I need to figure out. But I think it's because it has damage on the weapon and it's trying to figure out what the heck it is, if it's a weapon or something else. Yep, so. Then, of course, we'll have the obligatory kill quest. These guys spawn frequently. And he continues to summon his skeletal guardians. They last for about 4 minutes, but these other patrols also last longer. So, yeah, it's just kind of something fun to do with invisible bunnies. Is if you want to restrict people to very specific locations for using a spell, you can go ahead and write a script for that. I'll actually show you those now. So the one, let's see, I think it's called Invisible Bunny. No, Barrier Quest maybe. There we go. So this is pretty simple. So you have your NPC ID, you have your spell, you have your range that you're supposed to be within said NPC location, basically. You have a function to go ahead and cast the spell. And if this is basically registered and hooked to the spell cast of the player, and on spell cast, if the spell ends up being this ID, then it checks to make sure that the rabbit is within the 8-yard radius, and if it's not, it'll send you a message saying you need to be in a more strategic location. Something like that. And of course I'll have the quest talk about what it means to be a strategic location. And then spell cancel, this is basically if they're not within 8 yards of this. I'm also going to add a check to make sure that they have the mallet in their inventory. And let's see. Sure, I'm just looking up some Eluna real quick. As what's the NPC ID, or not the NPC ID, the mallet ID. And then I'll also do another check to make sure that they have the quest. So yeah, you gotta have all three, basically. I like to be thorough. Let's see. I don't have the quest made yet, so I'm not going to be using that. Item template. And you are construction mallet. Alright, sorry, hold on. Let me add. Sure, I'm not anywhere crazy. I'm gonna die. He'll actually make it through the city pretty well. His health doesn't regenerate. And the flame turrets die pretty quickly, so I'm not worried about those taking him on too fast, so to speak. I can always add a small heal spell to him as well. But he's not really supposed to be a boss. He's just a harder NPC. But yeah. Let's see. So. Alright, so let's see. So we gotta define our item, which is, doesn't matter what you name it as long as you're consistent. But, and we'll go, it was item 6117. After that, we get the spell entry. We also get the creature, spell cancel. Then, else if not player has item. And this has item is let me see if I can pull up the Luna. It's has item. Yes, it is. So returns true whether or not they have the item. If they don't have the item, then they can't cast it. So let's see. Sorry, losing my train of thought here. And basically just copy this because I defined it already. You could always put the spell ID number here instead, but the structure is basically item ID. So then if it doesn't have the mallet player, send broadcast message, which is a personal message. You could also send a whisper, I think. No, you can't send a whisper. You actually need an NPC to send that, or like a player. You need the construction mallet. Which doesn't make sense, actually, because you need the construction mallet in order to actually place the barrier, so I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, that's kind of a dumb check to have. Obviously, I'm a little tired, but that's how you would basically do an item check to ensure that the player has said item prior to using another spell. Again, in this case, I really don't need it, so I'm just gonna go ahead with my original. I like to copy my. This is why I copy my original code in case I need to go ahead and paste it back in. But we're going to go ahead and do a check for an axe. Let's see. I think I might have... Right, so the wood... Doing... Okay, whatever. That was weird. Yeah, the tree script is also pretty simple. Called it tree choppin'. So the log item, this is the item that you get from cutting the tree. This is the first option. I got rid of the first option to just make it so that you click on them. That's the way I did it is kind of stupid, but that's one way to do it. I got this message that you have to dismount first, and then the player chooses the option to gossip. They cast the spell to chop wood. False means that they do the actual cast time and it costs whatever it is. If you put this as true, it's instant cast and you don't get an animation. Then the function to kill said creature get monster credit for that, and this is probably useless. I was thinking about maybe requiring players to just chop down trees and not necessarily get any wood. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, so gossip complete. And then on player death, they despawn after 12 seconds. And then this is just basically a math random to give them 1 to 3 logs. So I want to make sure. I'm going to do an item check for this one too. So add. What is the, let's see, the axe? 1113, I think it's wood cutter. I'll probably add a duration to the items as well. I don't really like permanent items for quests. I mean, I can have the quest giver drop the item at the end of the quest too. That's fine. But let's see, wood cutter. Yes, 1111311. Let's see. What did I do? I didn't paste it yet to my other text document. Alright, what do I need to do? Let's see. So we have, look at my Luna rather. Hold on. API. What did I do before? It was a has item. Yes. Hold on. See, okay. You must dismount first. This is probably a good place to put it. Return. If not, yeah. So, right, because this is right before I get to actually cut down the tree and all this other stuff happens. So if not, player has item, and I needed to find the item, but I guess I can just do it here. So 1311. Then we'll do a broadcast message. Why not? So player send broadcast message. You need the wood cutter axe in order to chop down this tree. And then the 0 here. Nope, that's, sorry, I'm thinking of send unit say. Yeah, okay, that's right. Cool. And then return, which means you can't do jack shit. And that's it. That should work. So let me go ahead and test it out. We have the woodcutter in our inventory, so that's good. I need to reload the script. Hold on. And stop 17. Go ahead and interact with that. Great. I get the choppy McChop. And if I get rid of it, let's see what happens.
Attention, citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
Yep, so it says you need the woodcutter axe in order to chop down this tree. Perfect. And then basically you do the same thing for quest. For quest check. If not player has quest ID or whatever, right? So that's just the way that you do checks. Looks like they killed most of my people. So yeah, gotta be a bit quick on the jump to get your axe and other supplies, otherwise your NPCs will die. And I may, I'll make sure that the magistrate stays alive. I might switch him back to civilian status, but I haven't decided yet, so we'll go from there. I don't know if I send any skeletons or anything in there. I might even add like a barrel hidden in the back of the inn or something to have both the mallet and the axe for players to pick up. That's pretty easy to do. You just create you just steal basically an existing game object template, drop it, you put the loot
Good day to
in
you.
said barrel, and you make it so that no one can interact with it unless they have the quest ID. So yeah. What else did I do? There was something else. Oh yeah, the villagers. They are fun. These are fun. Alright, so villagers were kind of fun. Where did we go? Oh no, did I delete it? Oh, I don't think I added. Oh, I have 2 scripts, man. Okay. There. Oh, I think it was because I was going to add like a bunch of different scripts. So I actually have multiple NPC entries, and I'm actually doing this because I want to create some more varied appearances. So with the client, you actually have a limitation on the amount of appearances one creature can have. So if you go to creature template and you see model ID 1, 2, 3, and 4, those that's your limitation. So if you want to get past that limitation, you just go ahead and create additional entries with you know, additional model IDs basically. So, which I'm still working on, obviously. But yeah, so basically this is just defining each NPC entry and copying the code over and over for each one. I also, the added benefit of doing this too is I can vary up the dialogue. So a lot of them share the same dialogue, but I've gone ahead and tried to make some new dialogue for some NPCs. Again, this is just to make it feel less repetitive. I like to be thorough, like I said. But yeah, so on Gossip, hello. Scourge are coming to the inn. Please head to the inn. Great. They have a waypoint set up already to head to the inn, like I showed you. On spawn, though, I had to make sure that they stop and then stay idle. Otherwise, they'll just go ahead and move to their waypoint immediately. So make sure you do that. On death, you're going to just go ahead and remove events. I add a move stop and move idle after the remove event on death just to be thorough. It's probably unnecessary, but I do it. And then the gossip select function, again, you select gossip, and then they have a 1 in 4 chance to say one of these. And this 0 over here, by the way, is the language for all languages. And then you have like human languages, Tarn language, and Orcish and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Super simple. Repeat it over and over again. Makes it look like I have a really long script, but it's not. So, kind of fun. So what do I want to do next? The next part is the fairly simple part. We're going to create some quests. I'm going to go ahead and attach quest rewards, which is basically just going to be Lich runes. Thought about maybe making there a chance to get something special from some of these quests that you normally wouldn't get. Like I would love to have like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000, 1 in 1,000 chance of chopping wood and getting a special item. I think that would be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Let me write that in my notes. just some little incentive to go ahead and do the daily, right? So, 1,000 chance to get something super cool from chopping wood. Alright. So first thing I'm going to need is a quest ID. I'm going to go ahead and start with quest template. I always start with quest template. And these are going to be what I got to do first. PQ quest template. Maybe it's a bit silly to go around chopping wood while a scourge is invading this town, but at the same time, I don't know. You see like the orcs chopping wood to build their catapults and whatnot before attacking the city. I don't know. I think it's fine. Let's see, so fortifying our forces. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this spell and then, or not spell, this quest, and adapt it to my needs. So copy. Sorry, not copy. Duplicate row with keys. Give it a new entry. Go ahead and make the minimum level 14. We're going to go ahead and also do the level 25 because this is Redridge. Actually, what is the minimum level in Redridge typically? I think it's like 16, 18, 15. We'll go with 15. Quest sort ID, Scourge event, suggested group number. I just leave that at 2 for right now because I feel like all the Scourge events need 2. And then bonus money if you want. Start item, I'm not going to have a start item. Flags I haven't really looked at, but I don't think they're that important right now. This is the Scourge Stone, I'm just going to reward 1. And item drop. Which quest is this going to be? Is this going to be the wood chopping one or the citizen one? Actually, the citizen one's fine. Let's do that one. We'll do that one first. It's the easiest quest to do out of the 3. 2, I guess. 3? Yeah, 3. Warn our town. Have the villagers lead to safety. I'll probably have, how many do I have? I think I have 9 total spread throughout.
We will persevere.
Just gonna double check. Do I have a kill credit attached to that? I don't know if I did. No. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Monster and PC entry 1. Entry 1, so they all give credit for this entry here, which is what I want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just go ahead and do warn 5 citizens, why not? Usually you want to keep these pretty short for the log descriptions. Go ahead and do the quest description. Scourge is marching its way to the city. Town, I guess. Here, I'm going to go ahead and maybe blow this up a bit. And, alright, let me put it in a new, I'll just put it in a text document that everyone can see. New. And so obviously I this is just a rough draft. I come back and try to make these better. I think that's apparent by some of the other stuff that I do. For example, you know, this guy coming out and telling people to flee. But actually, I don't know if his, did I add, I think I sent a broadcast text. Let me make sure that works.
Attention citizens of Lakeshire.
I did not.
The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
Yeah, I'll do a text for him as well. That's fine. I'm thinking about adding some bells, you know, ding ding ding, whatever, sort of as a warning alarm for the town. So again, money sign BB. This is a new paragraph. That's just how you do it. Okay, go ahead and keep this open. And then of course we'll add the check to the villagers. So quest template, we're gonna go ahead and paste that in there. Make sure that I did it, yes. Then the quest complete, this is usually just like return to blah 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 in order to turn in the quest. So what's his name? Magistrate Solomon. So one thing that's really nice is that the NPC bots actually have wandering bots now. So they load more grids and will help keep my events registered and working, because otherwise you have to get close to certain NPCs in order for them to start, but I don't have that functionality enabled right now. Let's see, so the required NPC again is going to be the 40080, which is whatever I had in my script. Not that one. Right here. Oh, that one there. And we're going to go ahead and do 5 citizens. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the objectives. So, villagers warned. That's it. So, let me make sure. Yes. Go ahead and take this. We're going to go ahead and move on to quest template add-on. Go ahead and copy or duplicate a row with keys. Paste that in there. If you want to make this repeatable, that's what this special flag 1 is. Provided item count. There's no provided item for this quest. And it's a good idea to make a row for this anyway, because sometimes the client will yell at you if you don't have rows in certain tables for certain things like creatures, for example. I don't want to make, I really don't want to put certain creatures in the equip template table because I don't have any freaking equipment, but yeah, my server keeps yelling at me for that. So let's see, so quest template add-on, got quest reward for quest items. Again, this is the window that shows up before you actually hit complete. Duplicate row with keys. Go ahead and add 1. this is usually them checking in on you, you know. So, did you do it? You know, you can see basically the type of completion text, quote unquote, that you're supposed to use. And then these are emotes. I don't really care. Let's see, I can add that later. Now the next thing to do is the quest offer reward. And this is when they actually go ahead and offer you a reward for the quest. Thank you, adventurer. Hopefully we're able to warn everyone in time, you know, something like that. Then we got to make sure that we have our creature start quest giver and creature end quest giver, and it's going to be the same one. For this one though, since this is a Scourge event, I need to go down to game event creature quest. And the event entry is 17 because that's the Scourge event. So duplicate row with keys. This is the quest ID, and then the ID is actually the NPC ID. And what was his NPC ID? It was 344. Just do that. And then there's no game event creature end. It's just creature quest end. So duplicate row with keys again. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. And then it should be working. So let's go ahead and test things out. Actually, yes, okay, we're good. Gotta go ahead and shut down the server first.
Need help?
Always, always, always test your quests. Don't just make a quest and assume everything's fine. Believe in cache and all that fun stuff. Let's see. Cool. No errors so far.
Well met.
See no quest. And again, with so funny. With let's see, with event quests, you want to be sufficiently far enough away to actually pick them up. So most of the time, you'll be out questing when the event starts. But if for some reason the quest doesn't start immediately, just run away. GM off. And I was being snarky by naming them wood trees, by the way.
The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
Right. I might just do 8 citizens. I mean, I only have a total of 9. But I'll make sure that their respawn time is pretty quick. So, Scourge is marching on Redridge. I need to capitalize that. So that's good. Or let's see, quest template. We need your help to get our villagers to safety. Please go and warn everyone to get to the basement in the inn. At the inn, whatever. Warn 5 villagers to safety. hell? 5 villagers to flee to safety. This is why I like to actually put it in another window. Stupid. Okay. Period. Period here. Go ahead and accept the quest. And we're gonna go ahead and talk to some villagers. So there's one right here. Maybe that's too easy. That might be too easy. I'm gonna do. I'm totally gonna do 7 or 8. And you see that I got quest credit, right?
Hello.
Again, quest credit there. There's supposed to be a villager here, but he's been not working properly. So I need to look at the script again. Initially, I was having issues with them running off after a while. So I think his is probably doesn't have this move idle stop thing. So just don't know which one it is. Oh, right here. That's the one. Move stop, move idle. Move stop, move idle. That's it. That way they don't just immediately run towards the end without, you know,
You need something?
your consent. That. Go ahead and find the next one, which is up here. There's a few scattered about, like I said. I think there's one. Nope. So I thought about adding
I supply only the finest goods.
gossip events to these guys too, but then I would have to completely overhaul them. And again, I didn't want to do that. I went ahead and scripted the waypoints earlier. I feel like waypoints in a YouTube stream are pretty boring, so. Ta-da. Okay. I could probably even give the kill credit when they make it to the final position, but I think that's fine. Do I have all done? No, I don't. Let's go find more. Oh, there's one.
Light be with you.
Ta-da! Alright, let's make sure that More in the town, complete.
King's honor, friend.
Why is it not complete? Alright, we messed up somewhere. Let's see. So creature quest ender is probably where we messed up. That's exactly where we messed up. That's so funny.
Greetings.
So, again, this is why you test everything, because sometimes you might just be too tired to do things properly the first time.
What can I do for you?
Server shut down. Server reboot. Part of the reason why I use Luna so much, honestly, is that a lot of you guys use repacks, and mods in C++ are really not conducive to repacks unless you have the source code. So, at which point you might as well just compile things yourself. So, yep, can turn it in.
Light be with you.
Ta-da! You know, I wonder if there's a... Let's see real quick.
Attention, citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
I don't know. I'm trying to find ways other than messing with the core to increase the daily limit. It's actually probably not, it's not too hard. I've looked at the core way to do it, but
Good day to
I
you.
just hate having to update certain
Well
things. Core is one of them. So, cool. Alright, quest number 2. And I'm probably going to make the Undead Skeletal Warlord a drop quest. So, let's go ahead and do Magister Solomon. In fact, maybe we should
Light
do...
be with you.
Problem is that if some of these guys die, then it makes it really difficult to turn in the quest. So I don't know if I really want to do quest starts with these guys. Here comes the Scourge. Alright, let's see.
Hello.
Davenport,
Need something?
Karen Taylor. I'm gonna go ahead and write some notes. Karen.
Have a good one.
What a Karen.
How are you?
Oh, I need to add the check for that real quick too. So, go ahead and copy. That is the 011. Let's see, Luna quest. Has quest. Nope, player has quest. Okay. Player. 011. Alright, let me go ahead and pull this up. So, I'm going to add this probably very beginning. Oops, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Go ahead and define the quest ID up here actually. Let's just go ahead and do that. Local required quest ID equals 30 0 1 1. Cool. Then what do I need? So I'll probably go ahead and just put it on the gossip if player. You have to get the quest status. Hold on, let me make sure. Quest status. Yes, it is. Get quest status. Get quest status. And go ahead and put the required quest ID. Required. Or you could just put the quest ID directly in there. Equals 0. Then player. So this is basically a true or false statement if they have it, if they don't have it. Then player send broadcast message parentheses quotes. You must have be on a certain quest to interact with these person. Quote, period, parentheses again. And I think that is, nope, return, and then end. And I think that should work. Let me make sure. No, I need to add see gossip menu and local function. Function gossip select. Yes. Hold on, I'm going crazy. Should have put that up here. Sorry. I am going crazy. Because okay, yeah, that's exactly where I need to put it. All right, and then let's go ahead and try that out. So right now,
Good day
I can
to you.
interact with them and reload scripts. Make sure nothing's yelling at me. Nope. And let me try to interact with another one without the quest.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Looks like something didn't work. I not save. Let's see. I get quest status, quest. And oh, hold on. If player doesn't have quest, I didn't put that in. My bad. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look at my API again. Yeah, so I need to do an if not statement for has not. Oops. Hold on. Let me copy this again because I deleted the file. And I didn't copy the whole thing. Okay, good. Where is my proper API? Sorry, sometimes I'm kind of slow with this stuff. So I just gotta get rid of this now, I think. Yes. Should be fine. Else if. Let's see. Yeah, if not player. Has quest. Acquired quest ID. Then that should be it. Okay, let's try that. That's what I thought it was going to be. Let's see. Reload. Scripts. Oops. Let's go talk to a villager. Nothing yelled at me.
Greetings.
What the hell, man?
Well met.
Oh, I know why it's not working. Because I'm being dumb. Okay, go ahead and add that to everything else. Because they're all different IDs. My bad. That's probably why the first one didn't work either, because that should have worked. Let's see. Didn't get any errors, so I thought it was really odd. And one more, two more. Alright. Try that again. Reload scripts. Then stop 17. Then start 17. Yes, okay. You must be on a certain quest to interact with this person. Great. Works now. So sometimes there's multiple ways to do Lua. And
Attention citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
so yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of finding whatever is most efficient. The has quest function was probably, yeah, the more straightforward way of doing it anyway. So, gonna go ahead and add another quest to this guy to go build some barriers. EQ. I'm just gonna go ahead and build the quest out. I'm gonna add the dialogue in later, and just go from there. So let's see. Duplicate row with keys. Go ahead, and I think I need to add some sort of check for a kill credit when I cast said spell. I'll probably just use a dummy NPC ID. So let's see. Okay, so starting with 0 quest items. Again, I'm just going to get 1 necrotic rune for this. Item drop. This should not have... Well... Actually, yes, I'm going to build in the drop for the 2 objects that I need. So the first one is the mallet, the second one is the axe.
How are you?
And woodcutter.
See you later.
So 1311. This is how you get rid of quest items after the quest is ended. And the other one is... Who did I give it to? The general lady. That's right.
Good day to you.
Construction mallet. So 60117. And you need both of these. The first one you need to chop down the trees. The second one you need to actually construct the barriers. And again, I'm going to have quest text indicating what you need to do, where you need to place the barriers, where you need to get your wood, all that fun stuff. So I don't know. Let's see. So I'm just going to go ahead and name it Wooden Tree Quest. Okay. Set up. Can get a total of so it takes 4 logs to create a barrier, and you can pick up a total of 20 at a time. So that means that we can probably set up 5. Am I doing my math right? Yes. Set up 5 barriers at strategic locations in then blah blah blah. Area description doesn't matter at the moment. Return to him. Required NPC ID. So this is what I'm going to do to... I did this before with the trap quests, and I'll probably end up doing it the same. So just go ahead and copy the trap quest, Lua script. This is actually one of my big shortcuts for getting kill credit, and I have it shared specifically in its own repository for people to use. This is how I cut out most of my time from quests. So we're going to go ahead and make a new document, and we'll call it tree credit. .lua. Eventually I'm going to organize things better because I'm starting to... So quest ID is going to be, what is it? 1, 2, I think. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. I hate it when I do that. So 3. I always end up editing the wrong damn thing, so let's see. Make sure that I didn't screw anything up. Cool. Alright, and I do have a dummy NPC from another quest. I guess if you were doing the other quest at the same time, you could get the same credit. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a new dummy NPC. And this is actually an NPC that doesn't need to be in the game. In fact, I'm not even sure that you really need to create the dummy NPC. We're going to try it without. No, actually I'm going to create it because otherwise it'll end up being a different entry for something else. And I don't want that, so let's just go ahead and do it just to be proper about it. So creature template. And dummy NPC. Go ahead and duplicate that one. And it looks like 40095. And that's going to be our creature ID that we need for kill credit in order to drop or erect 5 barriers. Oops, hold on. This is quest ID 12. Sound ID that you want. This is completely... This is for something else. Alright, hold on. Let me get rid of that. So perform emote, get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could add dialogue to it, but I really don't want to. Hold on, this is not the same. This is not the script that I was looking at. Wrong script. Alright, let's go ahead and find the right script. I thought something was funky. It was kind of short. Trap quest R. No. Trap quest A. Oh, trap cred quest. Duh. Anyway, these are all... I have so many different templates for different things, so cool. This is the... I don't remember what these are. Alright, these are for the traps. Kill credit for the dummy. Alright, so we're doing tree. $9.5, I believe, is what it was for a dummy NPC. Yes. Allowed zones I really don't care about because I have the bunnies, and I can't cast the spell without said bunny. So, again, let's see. So, what was the spell? 100199 is the spell. And I'm just going to keep the brackets in case I want to expand on this one later. I doubt I will. Probably just create one, and then let's see. So, get zone ID. I don't need that. I think that should be good. Yes. I don't want broadcast because I actually have that set up in the other one. I could have probably actually... What? I don't know why. I wouldn't just set it up in the other one. Right. Nope, that's for chopping the tree. Right. That's why I wouldn't set it up. Okay. Sorry. So that was the script for actually chopping the tree. The script for actually casting said spell is right here. And copy, paste it before I screw it up. Hold on. How did I do it the original time? So many luas, man. Okay. Sorry. So this is the one. And I just want to make sure that's right. Any errors? Cool. And you have successfully built a barrier. I guess I really don't need to have that in there, but I'm worried that they're gonna interact with each other. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably just combine the two scripts.
Safe travels.
Sometimes when you have the same registered event with the same spell ID, or the same ID for said registered event for two separate scripts, it ends up messing each other up. So let me just go ahead, finish the quest real quick. So, okay, just gonna go ahead and plug in stuff for now. Let's just duplicate row with keys. Go ahead and leave that the way it is. And the quest template add-ons, quest offer reward, same thing. Come back and fix that. Then quest request items, major ones. We'll come back for that too. And we're gonna go ahead and do the game event quest. Feature. This is Solomon, this is the quest, this is the event, Scourge event. And then go ahead and do the creature ender. Duplicate roll with keys, same thing. Stop that, restart this. I'm gonna just go ahead, see about that. Just want to see about maybe going ahead and combining both of those. So I'm sticking them in a notepad real quick. Okay. Let's check first though. Otherwise, I'll do a lot of work for nothing. It's not that much work, but... Okay, let's first see if anything's yelling at me. Yes, it is. Tree credit is definitely yelling at me. An error. Sometimes I'm very blind. I'm gonna go ahead and just combine the two real quick. What we need. Alright, let's go ahead. Just gonna go ahead and start over. Okay, so local PC ID equals, this is the dummy creature that we need kill credit for. This is the loud spell. I'll just say spells in case I add more to the script later. Oops, hold on. And then what else do I want to define? I want to define the spell ID. Shoot, I'm being dumb. Spell ID equals 100199. Then local range, because I have to be in range of the bunnies, is 8. I'll go ahead and do a function table.index. This is if I add stuff later. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy that from over here, wherever it is. Oh, I deleted it. Nope, it's right here. Okay. Then I don't have to think too hard. Then I do the on player cast spell event, which requires an event, player, and a spell in order to cast. So local spell ID spell. This might not work. Get entry. I have to check the API. then if table dex of my brain, hold on. Loud. I should have just done this the simple way. Spell ID. One then. Nearest creature. Again, this is just getting the nearest creature in range of the player. Get nearest creature. And we're going to go ahead and get the range. And we're going to get the PC ID. If nearest creature does not exist, then send the broadcast message to the player. Send broadcast message. You need to place the barrier in a more strategic location. What's that? Spell cancel. Else. Spell cancel. This is player. Hold on. I didn't define something right. We're going to come back to this in a second. May just be too tired for this. Let's see. Else player killed monster credit. Oops, hold on, let me capitalize that. PC underscore ID player send broadcast message. You have successfully built a barrier, period. And register player event, which is 5 because that's a spell cast. And on player cast spell. I think that's about right. Let's try that. Worst case, I just have to rewrite everything again. I'm going to annotate everything, by the way, and put things in my repo so that you guys can get a better picture. I think I paused my game. Oops. Yep. And let me make sure it doesn't yell at me first. Alright, this is the one I didn't need. Okay. Get rid of the tree credit. Great. Alright, let's go chop some wood. So I just want to make sure, actually I need to get the quest first. So I actually need to restart my server. So server shut down. Alright, let's see if I can pick up the quest now. Actually, I need to get out of the way. That starts 17. Got my quests popping up. My trees, rather. Make sure nothing yelled at me again. Just the usual.
Attention citizens of Lakeshire. The Scourge have come to Redridge. Please, take shelter at the inn while we attempt to ward off the incursion.
Need help?
Okay, what did I do? What did I miss, guys? Sure, let's see, quest template. Oh, it's probably because I'm not far enough away. Hold on. I'll come back. Now let's try. Yeah, see, now we've got the quest. I was too close. Set up 5 barriers.
For the Alliance.
It's gonna tell you to go chop some wood. You need 4 logs. It's gonna tell you to go talk to Karen
What are you looking for?
for the wood
See you around.
and Amy
Step on up.
for the mallet.
See you later.
Again, if you don't have either of these, you can't chop the tree. If you don't have the mallet, you can't construct the barrier. So, got 6 wood already, so that's good. Need to dismount first. Got a log. Got 3 logs that time. Woo, big one. Okay, 10 logs. I need 20 logs total. I might add some sort of R to these. I don't know what yet. At 12 seconds is perfect. Then we're gonna go ahead, chop another tree. How's it going? Cool. There's that. Just need 5 more. And then I gotta add the kill quest for the stupid Scourge and for the boss. Which is why we have these turrets here. Honestly, I put the turrets in the Redridge quests because I didn't give them to the Stormwind event. Need 3, 4 more. Three more. Come on, lucky tree. Ah, suck. Alright, 1 more. And then we're gonna go ahead and equip the mallet, which is giving me issues apparently, so I already had one equipped. Ha! Alright. That's fine. I'm gonna make those unique as well, so you can only buy or pick up 1. Set a duration. At the end of the quest, they'll drop. And again, can't just place barriers anywhere, so I can't place one here. I know it starts casting the spell or whatever. I'm gonna get killed. Shoot. Yeah, see, interrupted. Now, if I put them more here, now let's see if the kill credit works or not. Actually, I don't know if I put the NPC ID in the quest. Alright, I screwed up on my script somewhere. Shoot. Odd spells. Spell ID. Kill monster credit. You suck, man. Damn it. 40095. And then this is my word. Okay, that should be fine. No, else spell. Nil value. What did I do? Alright. So 23. That's what I did. Good die. Okay, that should work now. Let's try it out again. Also, okay. That's the wrong NPC ID. These are tar invis NPC info 92. My bad. Getting all mixed up here. Scripts. All right, now let's try. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at my script a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Loud spell. I don't know why I have that defined twice. Why am I defining things twice? Shoot. Hold on, let me look at stuff. You know what? I'm gonna just split up the scripts again and see if it yells at me. This is Darth Barrier. Just stick it in the same script for now. Alright. And make sure that my stuff is not overlapping. Alright. That might have been the smart thing the first time. Or just completely dumb. Getting an error. That's why I'm looking at this kind of funny. I'm gonna stop this event real quick. Okay, see, so that part of the script works. I just need to get the other half, so we're building a barrier. And again, because the invisible bunny's on the floor, I can do that. Let me make sure that it's actually working the way it's intended to. There's no bunnies over here, by the way. It's not working as it's supposed to. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see. So 43. Shoot. Okay. Get my error. Do a little bit of debugging. So from there, I should probably redefine that. Well, maybe. I don't know if it'll let me do that. Hold on. Let me start over real quick. And my stuff got messed up. Hold on. Okay, well, maybe that works. Let's try it now. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Bad, bad, bad. Alright, well, I'm gonna mess with that later. It's too late to do Lua. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. So you set up the barriers, you get kill credit for them, and then you go and you turn in the quest, and that's it. My kid is waking up, so I'm actually going to have to call it an end to stream, but thank you guys for showing up, and I will see you guys next time.